Hi, Mind World viewers, I'm Jenny. When we talk about poverty, we usually focus on external factors, environment, education, or policy. We might even think, why can't they just plan more rationally? But over the next 16 minutes, we're going to challenge that old view. We're diving deep into behavioral psychology to explore a revolutionary concept, the scarcity mindset. This is not just about lacking money. It's a state where your brain is captured by the feeling of having too little, fundamentally changing your decision making. I'm here to tell you poverty is first and foremost a psychological problem. Part 1. The core impact of bandwidth tax. The definition. The biggest psychological cause of scarcity is the draining of our cognitive bandwidth. Imagine your brain is a high-speed processor, but persistent survival stress, rent, next meal, acts as background programs, consuming core resources. Experimental proof. Studies have shown that when facing significant financial stress, people's performance on cognitive tests drop sharply, the equivalent of a 13-point drop in IQ. This isn't because they are less intelligent, it's because their mental capacity has been heavily taxed to deal with the immediate crisis. The real impact. This tax depletes executive function, self-control, impulse management, and long-term planning. This explains why it's so hard for individuals under stress to save money, stick to a diet, or manage complex schedules. Question 1. Which background program has consumed the most of your cognitive bandwidth this past week? A financial stress, B. Complex relationships, C. Overwhelming to-do list, D. Lack of sleep. Tell me your choice in the comments below. Part 2. Tunneling and short-sighted decisions. The definition. When the feeling of scarcity is high, your attention is sucked into a narrow tunnel, where you can only see the most urgent need. This is the tunneling effect. The problem. Tunneling makes you highly efficient at solving the immediate problem, but you completely neglect everything outside the tunnel, including long-term opportunities and hidden costs. Case study. Lotteries and payday loans. While the odds are terrible, for a person in extreme need, a lottery ticket is the only immediate hope of solving all their problems. A high-interest loan solves the emergency, even if they know the long-term cost is crippling. This is not a matter of poor judgment or lack of morality. It's a matter of logic driven by crisis. The brain's priority is to survive today. The long-term destructive. Question 2. Deep reflection. Have you ever made a short-sighted decision due to tunneling, e.g., impulse spending, sacrificing an important long-term goal? Let's reflect on this survive today dilemma together. Part 3. The crucial role of slack and the vicious cycle. The definition of slack. Slack is your resource buffer, savings, extra time, or healthy reserves. It determines your margin for error. The cruelty of poverty. The affluent have slack to absorb mistakes. For the poor, the lack of slack means a tiny setback. Car breakdown, illness, can trigger a full-blown crisis as there is no cushion. Borrowing from the future. To cope with crises, individuals in a scarcity mindset must borrow from the future. Sacrificing sleep for overtime. Taking on debt to pay current bills. This solves the present but mortgages future health and resources. Scarcity leads to tunneling, tunneling leads to borrowing, and borrowing exacerbates scarcity. The vicious cycle is complete. Part 4. Time scarcity and the modern dilemma. Expanding scarcity. The scarcity mindset isn't limited to money, it applies intensely to time. When you feel time scarce, you experience the same bandwidth. Tax and tunneling. Symptoms of time are scarcity, constantly rushing to meet deadlines, sacrificing sleep, neglecting long-term learning and personal connection. You feel like you have no time, but your mind is actually captured by the pressure of time. You are always firefighting and never fireproofing. The solution? Create slack. We must deliberately build slack time into our schedules. This time is not for work. It's for bandwidth recovery, handling unexpected events, or engaging in long-term strategic thought. Question 3. Action step to start creating slack. What small thing that drains your bandwidth are you committed to stopping tomorrow? E.g., deleting an unused app, turning off non-essential notifications. Specific action is the first step toward change. Conclusion and policy implications, a psychological approach to poverty. Core insight: to truly lift people out of poverty, we must give them resources and help them restore cognitive bandwidth. Policy design must account for mental burden. Practical recommendations: 1. Simplify processes, reduce complex applications and decision points. 2. Automate, encourage auto-saving and auto-payment for critical tasks to reduce daily cognitive load. 3. Build buffers, help people establish small accessible Slack funds to provide a margin for error. Personal action: you don't have to wait to be wealthy to change. Start today by taking 5 minutes to meditate and clear your bandwidth. Understanding the scarcity mindset is key to understanding human behavior and the wealth gap. Poverty is not a character flaw, it's a cognitive state. We're not asking you to work harder, but to live smarter with more slack. If you appreciated this deep dive, please give this video a like and subscribe to Mind World with Jenny. Let me know in the comments. I look forward to reading your insights.